You don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you. There's no Mr. Perfect, there's no Miss Perfect. The most difficult thing to do in this world is to change. But wow, I'm finally going to do this, guys. If you're new on my channel, you are welcome. My name is bcos. For those of you who don't know me, please hit that subscribe button. If you are new here on this channel, expect relationship videos we can both learn from and benefit from. So the title of the video we are going to be looking at is best advice you won't be told in relationship. So let's watch and learn together and see how we can make things better for ourselves. You get what I'm saying? So let's watch, guys.
Man, if there's a topic that has arguably too much advice out there, it'd be relationships. Now look, I am not a relationship expert.
Okay.
Go ask my girlfriend, she would definitely agree. Hey Clark, watch your own videos. But I am honest, and I've read 50 to 100 books on the subject because I think it's infinitely fascinating, isn't it? How about 3 of the best tips I've ever heard on relationships? Right off the bat, one of the best tips is avoid getting into a relationship in the first place. Let me explain. Here's something scary. A lot of relationships seem to just be based on momentum.
Okay.
Oh, he talked to me, so I guess we're going out. Oh, we've went out, so I guess we'll start dating. Oh, we're dating, I guess we'll move in together. Oh, we moved in together, that means we should date till we're married. Oh, now we're engaged, we'll get married and have kids and then whatever. So many times we base our who we're gonna marry, who we're in a relationship from, on momentum. And it's these 3 reasons you should be very careful of just letting the momentum sweep you away. So for our first point, it's avoid these 3 reasons right here. I got these from an article written by Mark Manson. Mark's article synthesized 1,500 married couples' advice for relationships. Here are the 3 wrong reasons to marry someone or stay in a relationship with them. You are marrying someone to make you less lonely. You got pressured into it. Friends, family, what everyone else is doing. My biological clock's running out, so I might as well get married. I'm tired of dating, so, I guess they'll do. And the third is thinking love is the only thing that matters.
It's really right there. That's one thing most of us do. Like, it's that you're married, you're trying to be in a relationship because of love, or you're being pressured, or something is pushing you into it, and you said these are the wrong reasons. So let's keep finding it out, guys.
This is very interesting. It's actually our next point. And I don't mean to crush the hopes and dreams of all the hopeless romantics out there. Love is important. It's also an ambiguous term. Some people's definition of they don't love me is literally they're behaving in a way that's not 100% what I want all the time. That's not love, that's control. Most people's definition of love is very short term, it's very instant gratification, it's very obsessive. And what's scary is that is the first phase of love, and then if that goes away or I guess runs out, people think that, oh my God, I made a mistake. I shouldn't be married, and they divorce. Or they split, or they separate. Here's the next point. Some of the best relationship advice that I ever received. Love is important, but it's half the battle. You know what's crazy about love? Is that in-love feeling that most people are going after, and they want that to last like happily ever after for 50, 60 years. That actually occupies the same parts of the brain that light up as hard drugs. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that to put in perspective how obsessive and addictive that can be. If you've ever been in the first 3 months of a relationship and wondered, wow, why does it feel like I'm obsessed with this person? It's because it's like a hard drug. No wonder we want that to last forever. And when that runs out, we're looking around for that next hit. And I think that we mistake that in-love feeling right there as if that's gone, then this thing is over. To hell in a handbasket, I'm out of here. What's also crazy about that in-love feeling is I was reading in some articles and books that it reduces the negative filtering in your brain. So you literally put on rose-colored glasses. That's where that term comes from, meaning that you can overlook things that are red flags or huge glaring flaws in someone or a potential partner because that in-love phase chemical is going on. It's again, you're on drugs. Yeah, sure, he has a temper and a drinking problem, and he cheated on his last 2 girlfriends, but he just does something to me I can't explain. Not seeing the logical parts or the logical flaws in someone is because literally that in-love phase is hijacking your brain. So where am I going with this? Well, the second piece of advice that's the best out there is that love is half the battle. The other half is compatibility. And love and compatibility are not the same thing, and you can't conflate the two. Sometimes you actually fall in love with people you are not compatible with. Or sometimes you're really compatible with people that, you're not in love with. And if you only go after this and you never prioritize the compatibility factor, when this fades away, you're going to be left with someone that you're super incompatible with. And no wonder that didn't work. You want the truth? Falling in love can be pretty easy. You just need the right circumstance, the right environment, the right life settings, maybe the right amount of alcohol. Why is it you look on reality shows that are based around love and there's people on there that are head over heels in love and then, a month later they're falling apart? Love is Blind on Netflix or something. Or The Bachelor is a good example. Because those manufactured situations, I don't doubt that they weren't in love. Being in love is kind of easy. Falling in love doesn't really take much skill. And that's okay. That's not negative. Love is abundant. I believe love is your natural state. Love is what you want to give to people. Look, the main point is that you can fall in love with people that you're not compatible. And it's hard to see it when you're in the weeds of it. But you know this. Have you ever seen your friends or family and you're an objective third party point of view? So you look at them, they're with someone that's totally not good for them. They're totally not compatible with. And you're thinking, what is going on? Show up to the family reunion with this? That's because you're not the one in love, so you can objectively see it, maybe not compatible. Does that make sense? One of the most important things that when they survey happily married couples that comes up is the point that love is a choice. Just like you choose to get up and you go to the gym every day if you're a healthy person. You've made that commitment, it's a choice. Just like some people say, happiness is actually a choice. Just like we talk about on this channel, that your beliefs create your reality. That is a choice. You can choose beliefs that influence your actions, that influence your reality. Love is a choice. Commitment is a choice. Not look for something better in a world that, there's just endless options one app away. That's literally conditioned everyone to just swipe, something better's on the way, something better's on the way, something better's on the way. I don't know. If you're always looking for the next thing that's better, maybe you'll just have 53-month relationships and they'll feel kind of shallow. Look, do whatever you want. I'm not judging you. I'm not lecturing you here. But if what you really want is that lasting long term, remember that love and compatibility are two different things. And that really brings us to our last best piece of advice. I saved the best for last. Again, in the world where there's endless options, one swipe away, I think we're conditioned to look for the right person. And you hear that, I just haven't found Mr. Right. I haven't found the one. I haven't found anyone who matches my energy or my style or my needs or my bucket list. Here's the thing that's crazy. My whole view on relationships shifted in one sentence. You know what that was? Stop trying to look for the right person and start trying to become the right person. Because here's the thing. 10s attract 10s. I don't just mean looks-wise. I mean energetically, lifestyle-wise, communication-wise, value-wise, job-wise, social circle-wise. And you don't attract what you want. I believe you attract who you are. When you raise yourself up, this is controllable. You can control and work on yourself. When you raise yourself up to like a level 8 or 9 or whatever arbitrary number you want to get to, and you used to be at a 5, don't you think your options are going to be better? Don't you think the people you attract into your life, that come into your life, are going to be better? Absolutely. It doesn't take rocket science. And again, maybe we're raised to think that we deserve anyone, anytime, anywhere, without actually working on ourselves, which is why I'm so passionate about this kind of inner work that we talk about on this channel and that I know you're into as well. I think it's one of the best things you can do to attract people into your life. Working on yourself. I was watching this interaction on YouTube. It was like one of those viral clips from a podcast or something. And this guy who was a dating relationship coach was talking to this woman. He was talking about this same issue, how she couldn't find Mr. Right. He was asking her, okay, well, who is Mr. Right? And she had a list. She said, he's over 6 foot tall. He makes over 6 figures a year. He's got a 6-pack and he owns a house.
Too much.
And the dating coach is like, wow, that's a tall order, ma'am. Let me ask you this. What does he get in return? And she was like, well, he was pretty ruthless. He kind of tore her apart. But the key message there was, stop trying to demand something that you're not willing to give up. Like attracts like. And look, this is both men, women. Let's just say you attract someone who's like a 10 up here, while maybe we're a 5. Internally, you're gonna be like, yes, I lucked out, I did it. And then maybe over the long term, You're going to feel insecure that they're going to leave you because they're out of your league. Or worthiness issues come up now. You don't deserve them. Something I see super common here is with men, they go online for this dating and pickup advice. Okay, and hey, look, nothing wrong there. You're trying to better yourself in the dating field. You know, you want to know what to say. It sucks getting rejected, so that pain drives you to obsess over like these lines or okay, how do I interact with women? I work with some of these guys. I've had very attractive women. Now these guys go out into bars, or they meet these women, and they date them, but then something interesting happens to them. Now that they got this woman, or they attracted this woman, they feel like a phony because they used all the lines and all the gimmicks to get this person. And so now they have a different block, which is a worthiness block or an authenticity block or a self-doubt block, because they're like, wow, did I get this person? Did she like me? Or did she like the lines I just regurgitated off that YouTube video? Did I get this person on the date? Like, because I'm here? Or was it just the witty pickup line I saw in a TikTok video of send these lines to this girl and she'll go on a date with you? And same thing works in reverse. All these games that we play, all the worthiness blocks, all those doubts go away when you stop playing the games altogether, when you drop them and stop trying to like fake your way into confidence or fake your way into looking like a 10. And you just focus on becoming the 10 and doing that inner work. Just like you don't need to Photoshop yourself if you just get to the gym and you lose the weight. But again, we live in a society that doesn't want to put in the work. And now I'm like 5 points removed from the original point. Reel it back in, Clark. Stop trying to look for the right person and start trying to become that right person. If you want to become what we call the 2.0 you, that 2.0 version of you, the best version of yourself, and you want to do that inner work, you want some guidance on it, apply down below for our metamorphic coaching program. Space is super limited, so only serious people are applying down there. But if it's a good fit for you and whatnot, I'm happy to hop on the phone with you and chat a little bit more and fill you in. Again, if you want to become that level 10, because you don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are. You want to live from that like authentic version of you, so you don't have all those self-doubts. Helped a lot of people develop that inner core, and lo and behold, the relationships improve as a side effect. That's in the link down below. What'd you think of the video? Good, bad, everything in between? Like, comment down below if you're feeling it, and until next time, stop settling, start living. See ya.
Wow, this is brilliant. Like you said, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are. Yes, which I've been in that shoes before, in which I'll be like, this is the kind of man I want. I want a tall guy, dark and handsome, I don't really like six packs though, but you have to be built. You have to have that inbuilt in you. You have to have the money. But my dear, there's no Mr. Perfect. There's no Miss Perfect out there. And the most difficult thing to do in this world is to change. Like they say, change is constant, right? But how do you change? Sometimes I find it difficult to even change some bad attitude. Like me, I'm very stubborn, no? Very, very stubborn. And that stubbornness, I'm still working on myself, in which, sometimes stubbornness, it can be for the good and it can be for the bad, because when you're stubborn, it helps you to be disciplined sometimes. You get to go for what you want and you are head on that thing. But it's also bad if you keep doing the wrong thing every time. For you to get the right person, you yourself need to be right in your attitude, in your behavior, in whatever you do. Like, this is the best advice that people find difficult to tell other people. Like they said, truth is bitter, but it's good to hear the bitter truth to change. I'm going to work on myself in some of these points in race, because we are not perfect though. We are not perfect, but let's remove this mindset of I want Mr. Right. Like, I want this kind of spec I want. If I don't get this kind of guy, then I will not date. Forget this physical appearance. Like, money they make person fine. If there's no money, you cannot be fine. You get? There are some people that when you touch them up, when they have that correct money, that thing you are not seeing in them, that beauty you are not seeing in them, or handsomeness you are not seeing in them, you will notice it that, man, there's nobody in this life that is ugly. That's what I'll tell you. And guys, stop this your formats of, you know, getting a babe. Okay, because say you throw line, you give us one fresh line, you know, porch line, poem line, and you captivated that girl's heart or mind, and you think, oh, did she accept me because of the line? No, some ladies, they are moved by what they hear. You know, we are moved by what we hear. But there are some genuine ones there that even though you tell them all the sweet words and they accept you, they genuinely like you. Like, stop playing on girls or ladies. It's not good. Try to stick to one relationship and see how it goes. I don't want to talk too much because myself, this advice was also meant for me, but I just had to just say something small to wrap the whole thing up, because I'm gonna work on myself on some of these points, and that's private to me. So guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are actually new here, because no dulling on this channel. My name is Bukome BK Crown. You can call me BK for short. I'll see you in the next one. What just happened? Hey, they will not allow me to do my outro in peace. I wanted to tell you guys goodbye, and I had become light out. Now the light is back, so let me say my goodbye to you all. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Bye.